What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. So, guys, I saw a very interesting article about a woman from New York by the name of Alora Campbell. Now, the only reason why I'm releasing the lady's name because the New York Post has released her name. And she's 32 years old. Now, with being 32, she has an interesting proclamation. That proclamation being that she has never been kissed ever before in her life. Now, why is that? She was under the impression that many women are under the impression in the Western world or the world in general that men are supposed to pursue me. And I'm talking as if I'm, in that person, as if I'm the woman, right? So she believes men are supposed to pursue her. Okay? Men are supposed to try to talk to her. And of course that does happen. Women are pursued. I believe that, but I think that the problem that women have is that they don't have what you would consider good pursuits. These pursuits are pretty much embodied in situationship sort of material. And it's never anything that is long standing, or if it is long standing, women can be very picky. They don't like how the guy looks. He's too short. He's all of this. So the men that she's interested in or would be interested in didn't stop what they were doing and come and talk to her. That's what it was. Okay. Now then, with that being said, with this fallacy of believing that, she's supposed to be pursued, it never happened to her. Okay. She thought that something was wrong with her. When I look at her, she looks like looks like a regular lady to me. She's not unattractive. It seems like to me she could get somebody. But in Rochester, she felt like, something was wrong with her. Okay? So what she did was channeled all her energy and attention into her career and travel. Again, this is what a lot of ladies do. You remember Kevin Samuels' famous saying, buy a dog and die alone, right? And so she figured that, she had wasted 15 years coming to terms with it, doing a lot of second guessing, wondering if she was good enough. But she went largely unnoticed. And I will tell you who she went largely unnoticed to. Men of value. And let me talk about this, right? I'm gonna tell you one of the reasons why I think a lot of ladies don't appreciate the men that they come across, because they feel like they deserve a good man, a great man. Everybody believes that. Every human alive feels, unless they have really low self-esteem, that they're the most important person, at least to them. Most people care more about themselves than others, right? And then that comes with a self-inflated ego sometimes, which doesn't make a lot of sense. And when you are looking for a man that is very similar to you, you got to compete. Women do not want to hear this anywhere in the world. They take this very offensive. It's almost like blasphemy against God or something like that. Women in competition, those words are antithesis of each other. The only competition is very unilateral. You ought to compete for them. That's it. You're a man, you're talented, you've worked a whole lot in your life, you've slaved, you've busted your behind, you've built businesses and homes. Okay, now all of that, come get them and compete for them at the finish line, who probably don't have anything close to that, but then they should get it because women are to be given. And what happens amongst the men that you want, and the world is smaller than we think. You have guys, especially in these cities like Rochester, smaller cities in America, guys who are doing very well, have a lot of opportunity. They just do. Bigger cities, forget about it. Atlanta, New York, more men, but more competition. You go to the cities like Atlanta, New York City, Chicago, you're competing with women from all over the world now, not just America. You have everybody from New York City there. Las Vegas, LA, God forbid. So what happens? Well, you find out the world is tough. And as you get older, men or women, you're not as important to other people if you're not really putting yourself in the situation to take a risk. So what did this lady do? She decided to hop on Tinder, okay? She wanted to try dating. She had to put herself out there. And of course, she had her first date in her 30s. She has been kissed now. But if she didn't do that, it is very important to know that she might have died a virgin. No chance for marriage. And the reason why is the guys that women really are interested in are gone. I tell them all the time to get mad. Those guys are gone. And one of the things that successful guys are not doing, they're not waiting on you to get it right. Just like women are not waiting on men to get it right. Okay? Nobody goes, you know what? I'm waiting on that person over there to get it together and come get me. No salesperson says, I'm waiting on you to buy the house. I'm going to turn down a qualified seller today. No, the dating market is just like the real estate market or the stock market. Look, you have the money to buy today. Let's do the deal today, right? And in a very similar fashion, people, women have to understand the top percentage of guys are not there to develop you. That's not how men think. Men think like, I've worked every day of my life to get to where I am now. If you think I'm going to wait on you to be competitive, you have another road to drive on. And that's why you see the Valentine's Day specials every year. Valentine's Day, very few women with dates. Valentine's Day is packed. Those are the women typically who don't compete. So they get to be left by the wayside. That's how life is. And it is going to continue to be like that, especially in the economies that we have, if you don't put yourself out there. Today is the world where it's not 25 years ago. 25 years ago, everybody wanted to be married. You needed to be married in America to move up in corporate jobs. You had to be married. You just had to. A guy couldn't even be respected in the community without being married. Now, men don't even care about the respect of anything now. We don't care about social community respect. Men don't care about that. Men care about themselves, okay? Guys are not trying to say, you know that girl over there, that lady over there? Yeah, I want to be with her and slave every day, have her divorce me, take all of my money, and build a family that I'm not going to be, and then watch her deal with a guy who don't have anything and then pay alimony. So men are not looking to get married anymore. So with men not looking to get married because of the laws, that means that you have less men looking to seriously date. Men are looking for casual relationships right now. Hookups, situationships, booty clapping sounds, right? So then you're going to put that on top of the area that it is, the hookup culture that it is, men not finding value in long-term relationships, and then you don't put yourself out there. If you want to be a married woman to a guy that's decent, you're going to work. Period. Don't have to like it. Anywhere in the world, if you want a man that's worth something, you're going to work for him. Women don't want to hear that. Women want to hear he should work for me. In an era where men are saying, I don't want to be married. Think about how that sounds. It's almost like me trying to sell you something you don't want. Hey, you're going to buy this piece of land that's $500,000. And the guy's like, I just don't want that. Yes, you do. I don't want it. Yes, you do. Wait a minute. What part of I don't want that do you understand? I'm not interested in that. Yes, you are. What? Okay, let me show you that I'm not interested. So then the guy never comes and buys it. Then what do you say? Now here you are dropping the price. Okay, I'll settle for this. I'll just take anybody. And you want to be somebody in life, it's competitive. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. We're out.